Hello everybody, my name is Kunai Manika, and welcome back to the unboxing, where today you may be asking, why are you back at the Lightning Collection again? Didn't you complete basically every team that you were trying to complete except for not having the Omega Ranger from SVD? Well, yeah, but I decided to do a little bit of something spicy. Now, I completed all the teams that I wanted that can be fully completed. Today we're doing a team that can't be fully completed, but I want to have them in a somewhat displayable state because I find them to be really cool. So today, join me as we take a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger. If you look on the channel, one of the earliest Lightning Collection videos on the channel is that of my really old review of the Beast Morphers Red Ranger figure. I really like the Go Busters aesthetics, still did back then, and I was really excited to get a cool, highly articulated version of Go Busters Red, and was excited to see where they would go from there. They barely went from there. We're still missing Silver. We're never going to get Silver because the line's dead, but they never made Silver, which is a little bit piteous because this is a 5-member team. But anyhow, we are here. I'm just going to be doing the main core trio on the channel. Go watch that old review if you want to see Red. But today we are going to take a look at Yellow. As you can tell, this is a newer release, a later release in the line, because it's in the plastic-free packaging style. For some reason, she is in big render style. Some of the figures had bigger renders than others sometimes. So we have big render of the Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger, Power Rangers Lightning Collection right there, a decent promotional image of the Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger right there, Lightning Collection logo there. We got the tag with a bunch of Lightning Collection logos going down. And right there in the corner it says Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger. The top has that Lightning Collection logo thing, but in yellow. The bottom has your legalese and your plastic-free packaging disclaimer. On this side, it's Beast Morphers, and you get the full image of sorts that we saw in the corner. It looks fairly nice, all things considered. And on this side, you get the Beast Morphers logo, Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger, and her helmet. On the back, you get another render, the Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger, as well as her civilian name, which is quite nice. That's probably the best addition out of these. She's Zoe Reeves. And then you get a render that shows everything in the set. Her energy effect, her primary accessories, hands, weapons, as well as her helmet, since she does not come with the helmet on, out of the box. Now, I've seen some production issues with this figure, so hopefully mine doesn't have those. And if they do, you can go ahead and laugh. But without further ado, let's begin. I don't think this has tape at the bottom. Oh, it does have a little bit. There we are. I think that's it. Let's do a quick... Oh, there's more. I just couldn't see it. Cool. Got that dealt with. Let's... Busters. Ready. Go! There we are. And her box is yellow. Cool. And weird. Different from what we looked at just last week. The box is basically all yellow. We have the figure here, but the accessories are back here, and the legalese as well. Anyhow, let's look at those accessories. There we are. And we have all of them, thankfully. So we have our two hands. If you remember with the Femmes in the SVD A Squad videos, these are the same set of hands. So we have one chopping hand, but in yellow, they have the lines on the back. Chopping hand, and one fist. Lines on the back, as to be expected, with this style of hand. Alright. Next up, we have the energy effect, which is this spirally looking one. They made a bespoke Beast Morphery action effect, which they just didn't use after those first couple. I don't know why this one doesn't come with it. But instead we get this spiral, which is a generic one. It's fine to have. We'll probably rub off paint, though. And finally, well, kind of finally, we have her sword. It feels nice and thick. It didn't get too warped in the package, thankfully. And I like the paint. I like this blue, but I really like the metallic blue down here. It looks very nice. Overall, good job on the Beast Morpher sword. The Go Buster sword, whatever. But finally, in terms of accessories, we have an accessory that I'm going to keep on her basically at all times. Her helmet. It looks very nice. It's the Go Busters yellow helmet. The rabbit detailing is very nice. The ears lay down on the top of the helmet. She has her round sunglasses that go off to the side. She has the silver visor that or the silver mouthguard, I should say, that goes there. Overall, fairly simple, but has that nice spy aesthetic. I kind of wish this was a metallic paint rather than seemingly just, I guess, molded plastic glued in there, but it works fine. And overall, it looks quite nice, as Beast Morphers tends and Go Busters tends to do. Anyhow, that means it's time to look at the figure herself. As you can see, she is wrapped in paper, but 3, 2, 1. There we are, and I'm not missing anything, thankfully. I've seen someone who had a missing harness around the torso. Sorry, I want to give you a full look of the figure, but yeah, from what I can tell, she's basically entirely bespoke sculpting, because the Go Buster suits are different from every other Sentai suit, Power Ranger suit, whatever suit you so choose. So she is completely bespoke, all things considered. And I'm excited to take a look at it. So anyways, let's zoom in on that human head, which looks a little awkward. I don't really like how it looks. I think mine is a little misprinted, but I'm not going to use it much anyways. Plus, the hair gets in the way, so I'm going to immediately tear that off. Here it is on the side. I got a little mold flashing on mine as well, so mine's a little wonky. And let's add on her helmet, which looks a lot better on there, honestly. Yeah, I like how that looks. That's nice. Yes, so torso, again, something that's nice about the Go Busters, even though they didn't do the full team, is that they have a lot of unique bespoke sculpting. So we have the zipper that goes all the way down, and this very nice leathery material that has the nice bespoke stitching and patterning. There's a little bit of sloppy paintwork in this skirt here. But yeah, and then there's the harness, which is a little bit wide on mine. It's having a hard time staying on a little bit, but it has the Go Busters logo right there. Could have used a little more sculpting to really get the GB in there. In America, it's Grid Battle Force, but it's the Go Busters logo. And the harness isn't staying on the greatest, but it's working out okay. Oh, does she not have... Oh, she does. She does have butterflies. Anyhow, the arms also have that nice bespoke sculpting, which looks very nice. And she has the Morpher, which is nicely painted again. I think it's probably slightly different from what the others have, but it's not too bad. But it looks nice. The legs also have a lot of nice bespoke sculpting. As you can see, there's some nice lines on the thighs because they're nice pants. Boots are unique, I think, entirely almost. Maybe those lines are unique, but we'll see. But yeah. Overall, very nicely sculpted. I really like how she looks. In terms of articulation, from what I can tell, despite the bespoke sculpting, she's about the same as every other Lightning Collection figure. So head, this is a newer one, so it's big dumbbell joint at the top. I think there's probably a dumbbell joint at the bottom too. Thanks to the this neck piece, it's not going to work super well, so she can't really look super far up. She can't really look super far down. She has some decent tilt, and she has some good swivel, but not the greatest. As you can see, there are butterflies, which are a little bit tight, but they can go forward, and they can go back, just not a ton. She has universal shoulders, which are able to get up that far. She has a bicep swivel, because, again, she is pinless. The rest of her team isn't pinless, but I'm fine with since this is sort of like Dino Thunder Yellow, she had pinless joints, but the rest of her team was pinned. It benefits a lot from it, but it also, especially, gives her double jointed elbows, and she feels consistent enough given that there are no other girls on the team, so that they made at least. Well, that would have been able to be made because of Japan or whatever. Anyhow, she comes with a pair of hands. Both of the gripper hands have up and down motion, which is appreciated. Anyways, onto the body. Ball joint up at the upper torso, and there's a hinge at the lower torso, which is always nice, so she can swivel at the upper torso. A little bit of tilt, but not a ton. And she has a decent amount of crunch forward. A lot of crunch back, though. Nicely done. The skirt, fairly thick rubbery material, so it's going to get in the way a little bit, so she can kick decently forward. I think she does have drop downs. Yeah, she does have drop downs, which also helps to get out of the way of the skirt. So she can kick forward about yay far. She probably won't be able to kick back too far, but she can kick out basically all the way, which is really good, thanks to those drop downs. And the drop downs do feel solid. They don't feel like they're going to break on me. There's a thigh swivel, nice and Well done. Double jointed knees, which are able to get about that far before stopping. There's a boot swivel, and the feet are normal Hasbro feet, able to kick forward and backward and tilt. So yeah, overall, I'm pleasantly surprised, honestly. I should have expected it, because I do generally like the Lightning collection. It has its issues. It has a lot of its own issues. But I do generally think the figures are fairly nice when they're not dealing with quality control issues, which is a huge problem, but since I didn't have to deal with that too much, I'm happy to have a Go Buster Yellow from Lightning Collection in my collection. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff. It's greatly appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what Power Ranger is your favorite, what Power Ranger suit is your favorite, or whatever in the comments below. And subscribe for more videos like this. I will have more unboxings, don't you worry. And do check out the channel for all the other Power Rangers videos I have. I've got a lot of Power Rangers Lightning Collection videos at this point. So do check those out. And until next time, I'll see you around. Bye-bye!